Okay, hello everyone. So today I would be doing a brief introduction to version 12 Sage X3. So you realize that the interface of version 12 is quite different from the interface of version 11. So this is version 12. We're going to start with the user's interface and navigation. So you see the logo here, then you see reference date. This reference date is normally used when, let's say, for example, you want to post a journal. Automatically, this reference date populates the date sections of your transaction fields. Okay, great. Okay, so also you realize that in version 11, you would have seen your mega menus here and so on and so forth. But in version 12, for you to access the menu, you have to go through the navigation. So you can see from navigation here, you see all your menus in here. So now the difference between version 11 and version 12 is that you can search for whatsoever functions you're looking for. Uh, let's give you example. Let's say I'm looking for general ledger. General ledger. You see everything that has to do with general coming up, then ledger automatically a minute. So you see that also in finance and so on and so forth. Yeah. So let's say you're also looking for purchase or invoice. So I'm going to tell you the number of invoice functions we have. You can just use your navigation tools here to look at the results of various types of functions we have in there. You can see we have invoices in sales. We also have invoices, BP, invoice entry. So this is one of the features that you'll be enjoying in version 12. Great. So also you also have opportunity to also um, make your functions your favorite. So let's assume I'm here, for example. Okay, I'm going to show you this nice feature that Sage has. This. I can see destination. When I click this, it's going to add it to my bookmark. Or let's say workflow rules, for example. I click on this workflow rules. You see here. Okay, great. So when you come over here, you see that workflow rules is now part of the bookmarks of links we have in there. So if I say, for example, clicking on folder, you realize that when you come over here to this favorite bookmark, you realize that folder has also be part of it. Likewise, you can also manage your links. So it means that you can also make your work tidy. So most of the functions you use day in, day out, you can bookmark them and just access them through this path here. Great. So also we have the super administrator profile. You can see here, you can change your picture. You can also change the language depending on which language you have in there. So you could change it to France. Let's see what's going to happen if I change my language to France. France. Okay, great. Let's see what we have. So you see responsibly comptable client, responsibly atelier, responsibly administrator system. You see the versions in French language. Remember that your Sage X3 is multi-language. You can also interpret or convert any language from one to the other. So I'm going to go back to learn and also change it back to Anglais Italian. Says US English language. So now that is beautiful. So it means that per user, each user could also have their dashboard, each user could also have their language, their preferred language. Great. So that's one of the things that also makes Sage a global software. So you can see, do you want animation on, optimize window display, collapse by default, and so on and so forth. Now that is one of the functions you can use on personal settings. So you can click on home page. How does it look like to see your own page tablet, you can see the interface here. So great. So you can see this is how the interface look like, and also customize your mobile application interface. So this is how your mobile application interface is going to look like. Great. Okay. So also here talks about the roles in here. Then as same we have in version 11, version 12, version 7, you just have your endpoints here. So you can switch between your endpoint here. Great. So also in when you log in, it depends on if your administrator has given you a landing dashboard. So, for example, if you have a system administrator, we're expecting that this should be a landing dashboard for the system administrator. So, in Sage, Sage allows you to organize all functions that are pertaining to your access rights or to your permissions in the system. So you could have all those activities in one place. Let's look at Service Manager. You see here we have the data part is the grid. Then this is the dashboard for various indicators here, and also you can also have your business processes here. Great. So you can see various business processes that has been mapped into the system. You can see create a call, identify BP, analyze occupancy rates, so on and so forth. You can look at product, manage product. So what are the process flow? So it means that you can actually design your process flow into Sage X3. So for example, when it comes to managing product, I know that from here I can first and foremost look at the products and categories, inactive products or products sold. You can see that here, locate product and manage product. So let's check this product category. Let's see what the system is all about. So when you click the link on the dashboard, it takes you to the interface that allows you to work with that function. So you can see here where we have reports on there. So what I clicked was a report, and you can see from here, I can also click print report and so on and so forth. So let's, for example, can click on print. So you can see product ranges. Same allows you to click on various categories, raw materials, assets. You can see components and so on and so forth. Solutions here. These are just examples of what you can achieve. So I can also now, if you observe in your version 11, you see to leave the screen, you have to click close. Now, in version 12, for you to leave the screen, you have to just click on this icon here to close page. So this allows you to close a page. And this allows you to look at all the functions that are normally displayed on your right hand panel in version 12, version 11. But in version 12, you can see they are all collapsed. So you can see all this here. Great. So likewise, also you can always change or customize the page as the case may be, and customized page can also be assigned to users. So it means that, for example, if a user is entering a screen and the user does not need all those massive information, it means that you can customize that screen for that user. Great. So I'm going to exit this right away. Oh, beautiful. So now that is the essence of you also having a standard interface whereby all your processes or your activities are input in one place, either as functions or either as an inquiry screen or either as a print function. So Systems allows you to do that. Then you can also see help in here. When you click on this, so you can see all the help have gone away. You can also visualize those help in there. Oh, great. So let's see, like the warehouse manager, you can see these are informations that are applicable to the warehouse manager. You can also have graph in here if you want it to be in graph. It's your choice. Likewise, also from the dashboard, you can export to Excel. So let's export this to Excel. So I'm going to ask you, have you installed most recent? I can say yes. So if you have a template, you can also say create. For now, I'm going to say create template and just click OK. Keep And the system allows you to export to Excel right from this dashboard here. So you can see, I have to click enable. Okay. Then we quickly look at other functions within the system here. So when you have some parameters that you need to follow on, for example, you can see on close, these are various indicators that are interest to the warehouse person here. So you can see most informations, plan delivery date, and so on and so forth. If there's any, then also I can also close the screen here. Also export to Excel, can also query calculations as the case may be, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so I can also click back, also say show advanced field. You can see, so I'm going to tell you this is your query, this is the time, this is just metadata of the information you're having in here. Okay, great. So you could also see picking tickets. Let's look at what picking tickets is all about here. You can see based on previous storage site. You see on this storage site we have a picking ticket of 1. On storage side of this we have a picking ticket of 12. So okay, they can also, if there are levels to it, can also go in there. You can see now this is the total picking ticket um, that we have based on that site, so storage site there, and so on and so forth. So I can also move back to the upper level in there. Okay, great. So we're still talking about the navigation tools of version 12. So we've talked about the business processes. You can see various inventory setup, what. So this also can be customized. You can see unit of measurement, the unit types, you see package, preparation, products by site, preparation code, packaging. You can also see stock status, quality records. So that depends on your functions. You can actually organize all your activities at a dashboard instead of you moving to using this navigation panel, start looking for, so you can see the stress of going through the navigation panel and versus you collating or organizing all your activities in a dashboard. So you're expecting, like for example, in this warehouse manager dashboard, you're expecting that the warehouse manager should have access to inventory setup, should have access to analyze stock, should be able to receive stock, should be able to make stock adjustments, also to prepare orders for shipping, packing. Then also the warehouse manager should be able to do what calls physical stock count, and also the warehouse manager should be able to move stock from one site to another site, from production site to the storage site, as the case may be. So you can see that all these functions are already categorized and grouped here. So let's say, for example, in terms of quality control, quality assurance of stock received, stock stored, and stock being issued out from the warehouse. So you see, this is an example of how you can make most of X3 version 12 to become more productive and active in your operational activities there. So you can see here, view stock to analyze. You can see stock lines with analysis request, stock line with status control. So now these are, you can see these are various stock you have in there that are their descriptions. These are stocks that request for quality assurance has been made, and system tells you this is this. Then you are here. You can see your planning, your stocks, management, sampling, and so on and so forth. Locations, then the planner, hire, and all the activities that you have in there. You can see all those information in here. So when it comes to stock situation, we have internal A, detailed allocation. So it depends on what all these can be customized to suit your processes. So you can see all this information here, issues, total quantity issued in a month, and so on and so forth. Then amount issued in terms of the value, the number of monthly issues, annual quantity issues, annual amount, and total number of annual issues. Then you see deep calculated data, safety stock, a maximum stock, and all other information you have in there. When it comes to manufacturing part of the data, you also see that there. When it comes to the cost valuation part, so these are various parameters you can have access to on the Sage X3 Enterprise Resource Planning applications in here. So also you can also seek help here, your favorite, and your navigation. So thank you so much for joining me in this little introduction on Sage X3 version 12 navigation. Remember, when you're done using the enterprise solution, always log out. Great. So we're logged out. Thank you so much. I remain your host, Dr. Babatunde Juri. Do have a pleasant day. Bye.